Everybody, so today we're going to be talking about the Stihl KombiSystem, which is an attachment system that you could change attachments on a weed eater head, and we're going to be demonstrating it as well. So please stick around, check out the video, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you for watching. Hey everybody. Alright, so this is what we have to clean up. It may not look like a lot. Dog, shut up! May not look like a lot, but these weeds are pretty tall. And there are several different variants of weeds out here. It's not just one type of weed. There's like 8 or 9 different types of weeds out here. Some of these are ranging from a foot tall or so to about 4.5 feet. So a little background on the KombiSystem. I picked up the KM131R, which is the newest unit, and it's of course it's going to start raining as soon as I start doing this video. And this is the string attachment or trimmer attachment. I have the brush cutter, I just don't have a blade for it that I like. There's all kinds of attachments for these, this system, the KombiSystem. There is attachments like a sweeper, which is a giant wheel with paddles on it, kind of looks like a sand tiger you put on a quad. And then they have a brush, which is just as big, but it's got bristles, and it's like a rotating brush. They have brush cutters, which you could put fancy like circular saw blades and stuff like that on it, and they also have their own blades. They have the trimmer, they have a cultivator, they have different size lengths, hedge trimmers for like the little bar with the, you know, the chainsaw at the other end. Not really sure what they call those. Not hedge trimmers, but the long reach attachable chainsaw heads. And then they have some other things like different articulating hedge cutters. And then they have a hedge cutter that's like a 12-inch that you can actually use for cutting grass in like detailed work around like garden beds and stuff like that, which is 12 inches. And then they have the 20-inch hedge trimmers, which are articulating. One's 120. It'll articulate 120 degrees. The other one will articulate 145 degrees. They have I think I said the cultivator already, which is basically, cultivator is just a tiller attachment, and they have a leaf blower and all kinds of other stuff. But I have my 2-stroke gas out here. It's 2 gallons. I made it 40-to-1 ratio instead of 50-to-1. All of these motors still request 50-to-1. But if you do 40-to-1, they run better. It is a 4-cycle or 4-stroke motor, so it's got 4 strokes. The difference is this one runs off 2-cycle gas, not 4-cycle. Not the oil and everything is separate. And the way they did it is these units have to be somewhat light and not so heavy, so they didn't put an oil reserve and everything on it. They came up with a way to make it a 4-stroke, but it actually run with 2-stroke oil. So I'm going to, I wish I could explain more about it, but it's starting to rain, and I want to get a demonstration for you guys. So I'm going to put this on the other tripod. And there's another nice feature about this unit is you push the choke button in, and then when you pull the trigger, it will actually set it to choke off. I don't know if you guys saw that, but you push the button in and turn, and when you pull the trigger, it releases it. So let's get this on the big tripod and we'll get started. Get my safety gear on. So I'm going to be using a mask, a respirator, and have my safety glasses, my gloves, and my earmuffs. Alright. See if I can break this down. All you do is release the tightening nut on the side, and then you slide this. Can't get it wrong, this notch only goes in one way, and you just slide it in up to the end of this red line, and it will stop, and then you just lock down the lock nut. as you guys can see, it does a really good job. I used it yesterday. It didn't stall on me once. It did stall on me a few seconds ago, but I think it could be running low on fuel. Yeah, it's got about 2 ounces of fuel left in the tank. You can see it works really well. I'd love to demonstrate the brush cutter attachment, but today it's just not going to be on this video. You can always do another video for that. I'll have to explain in another video, you know, more about the system, what kind of horsepower it has, stuff like that. We'll do a series of videos on this equipment. When I get new attachments, I'll let you guys know. We'll demonstrate that attachment. But at the moment, looking at how much I have to do, I need to at least get the walkway clean. So this is all this back here. I have a lot of work to do, and it may not be noticeable, but it's actually raining. I have to go around the barn, around that shed. So I got some work to do. So I'm gonna cut the video off here, guys. I also don't want the video to be too long. But it works really well. I'm happy with the purchase. If I remember correctly, it's like 1.99 horsepower or something like that. It's almost 2 horsepower. It's very torquey. It does have a lanyard section right here for, you know, helping you hold it if you're using like the pole saw attachment or something like that. But you know, when I'm done, all of this will be at least cleaned up. Appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much for watching. And always, if you're doing something like this thing flings rocks. It does not matter if you didn't touch the ground or the dirt with it, it flings rocks. It was flinging, because the problem with these weeds is these weeds don't actually cut, they just bind. And these little balls on here, when they come off and they dry out, they turn into little thorns. And you can never get rid of them. They turn into like 4 or 5 ball spiked thorns. And we call them goat heads, is what we call them. But you can see it like right there. And they're like the flower. And these weeds, they don't ever cut right. They don't ever cut at all. They shred because they're fibrous. So they basically bind on, you know, like you saw me bend over a couple times to take it and unwind it off the trimmer head. But they just bind. Like here you go. This is an idea of what they do. They just fibrously shred to pieces. So I might have to wait till it calms down because it's starting to rain really hard, and I might have to wait to finish my weed eating. But like I was saying, guys, these weeds, they suck. It's not like just your regular, you know, crabgrass or anything like that. They're very difficult to deal with and cut down and even pull them. And when they get to like 2, 3, 4 inch round stalks, you know, and they're 6 feet tall, they're a pain because they root like a tree. They'll root 4 or 5 feet into the ground. But I'm gonna cut the video here. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon for future updates. Go check out my Amazon affiliate links, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace. Yeah.